Welcome to week 2. Seriously, this week is awesome. This is going to be one of the most profound. It'll be your groundbreaking week. So let's just jump into it because I know you're just as eager as I am. This week, I am going to ask you a few questions on setting your targets, what you want to see, and really the whole reason you picked this peak performance goal. Some of you are here to improve your physical life. Some of you are here to overcome a major obstacle. Maybe you have trouble with interviews or public speaking, and you get awkward. Maybe some of you, have trouble test taking, or you have a big test coming up. That's a huge one. You have presentations that you need to make to your executive board. Whatever your goal is that you need to be on point for, this is the week we're going to talk about it. We're going to write it down. We're going to set the specific goals. Okay? Those are in the first couple downloads. Those are pretty self-explanatory. The one I want to explain to you is where you get into the self-programming. Okay? So that one is, if you are not familiar with Middle Eastern philosophies of the body and how there are different chakras in the bodies, then I suggest you do just a tiny bit of research to look up the different colors and where they're located, and maybe a little bit about what the responsibilities are. The simple explanation is that there's 7 levels in your body. Each one of them is responsible for various mental, emotional, and behavioral patterns that we play out in our life. You can choose to express them fully. Sometimes they're not expressed to the best extent, and sometimes things get distorted depending on how they work in conjunction with one another. With that being said, the work I'm going to have you do in the self-programming download is to, we're going to walk through a meditation right now. So go ahead, pause this recording, work through the first, I think it's 2 worksheets, and then when you get to the self-programming, go ahead and start this video again. All right, welcome to the self-programming aspect. What I'd like you to do is to sit up tall, and we're going to work through this exercise together, okay? So feel your hips, okay? And in the bowl of your hips, I want you to feel what color it feels like. Now, it should be a red color, or feel what gradient it feels like. It is a red color. Now, whether that's a dark brown, kind of black red, or kind of muddy color, maybe it's kind of fuzzy and got some haze over it. Maybe, let's see, what are some other, maybe it's kind of light. Okay, and it's not very bright shining, almost sort of like a pale pink or an orange. Once you feel what color it is, I want you to take and put in bright, electric red that you would see on a billboard or a sign that's really meant to grasp attention, and it looks super clean and fresh. Just pour that bright red color into your hips. Okay, and what you're doing is you essentially want to wash out that older color, the dirty, the hazy, even the not bright that's been dimmed by other colors. Wash that out, put in the bright, fresh color. Okay, we're going to do the rest of the chakras right now. I want you to feel the same for your orange. Orange is the next level up. That should be around your belly button, maybe just a little bit below it. Feel what color it is. Is it sort of a muddy, dirty color? Is it not shining very bright? Is it kind of dim? Pour in the bright, bright orange. Okay, take a second to do that. Rinse it out. As we go, it may take a little while to rinse out the dirty color, and you may have to really wash and move through and even visualize using your hands, scraping off some of the edges of the shape of the color that you're seeing so that you can pour in a bright color. Okay, move on up to yellow. Yellow is sort of in your lower rib cage area. Feel what color it is, ask if there's dirt in it, ask if it's not very bright, all those kind of things. Pour in a bright yellow color. We're looking for even fluorescent, bright electric colors here. These are very closely tied to your central nervous system. Now, they do have a few other components to them, but think of your central nervous system as your electricity, okay? It's your energy source. I want you to think bright electric colors. Okay, put that yellow in. Again, move up to the next part, which is your heart area. That's green. Put in a bright green color. Wash out the dirty green color. Wash out the dimmed green color. We're going to move up to blue. Blue's kind of in your throat area. I want you to wash out any of the dirty blue color, any of the hazy blue color, any of the foggy blue color, and put in a bright blue color for you. Okay, we're going to move up to purple. Put in a bright purple color. Get rid of any dimmed, dark, dirty purple color. Put in the bright purple. Just, let it hose through enough so that anything that is debris that's left gets washed away. And then we're going to put in, we'll do a white one a little bit higher, way above your head. Pour in white up here and just let that white be a pure bright white. Get rid of any other, dirty gradient that you may see, any shades of other colors that may come up. Just pour in the bright white, and then just let the white wash all the way through the rest of your body. Okay, we're going to do one more exercise. Now, I am moving fast. You may be able to do this slow, especially when you first start. Take your time. Go as slow as you need to. This is one of those things that in the beginning it may take you like 5 minutes to do each chakra, to really clean it out. And as you get faster and faster, you will be able to just click, light them up, turn them on, clear them out in a matter of seconds. Maybe not even, maybe it's just like 1 second. But you do have to do the work to get there. So take as much time as you need to work through each one right now, and know that it'll be a practice that you go through. And I will bring attention to when you need to do it to get you accelerated and moving quicker. Okay, we're going to do another one to get you ready for the self-programming. This one, I want you to feel your root chakra again, and instead of colors, I want you to look for a shape and the lines that you see in that area. When you first start, if you haven't ever attuned any of your chakras before, then it is going to be squiggly lines all over. Some are kind of bunched up, maybe like knots all over. Okay, it's just kind of chaos. And so I want you to take an eraser and erase all of the lines of the chaos that have been put into your hips, and literally erase them. Some areas are going to be harder to erase than others. Like a magic eraser, and dig into that area. Really get rid of it until it's completely gone. Okay? Take as long as you need. It may take you 5 minutes. Get it cleaned up. Now I want you to take an ordered shape. I like to stick with triangles, circles, squares. Stars are good too. They do get a little bit pointy. But, for simplicity, if you haven't ever done this, just pick like a circle or a triangle. Put in the circle. Take a circle in your mind and put it into your hips. Once you have cleared off the disorder and the chaos, put in the order. We're going to move into your Sacral chakra, which is orange, do the same thing. Clear out any of the squiggly lines, clear out the knots, clear out the confusion, clear out the chaos, clear out the disorder and the disease from the knots and stuff. Erase it all and then put in an ordered shape. Okay, and then move through to the yellow, move through to solar plexus, take out all of the chaos lines, put in a clear, simple, ordered shape. Move up to your heart, erase all the chaotic lines, put in an ordered shape, and then move up to your throat chakra, erase all the chaotic lines, put in a ordered shape, move up to your third eye, erase all the chaotic lines, put in an ordered shape, and then we're going to move up to your crown, erase all the chaotic lines, put it in an ordered shape. Okay, pause this and then go ahead and do that exercise. Okay, welcome back. I have one more for you to do really quick. I want you to feel, we're going to go through one more time before we even get to the self-programming. Feel your hips again, and this time I want you to feel how skin wraps around your hips. It creates sort of this bowl shape, and skin is wrapping around the outside. I want you to pretend like you're getting on the inside of your hips, and you're going to mold the inside of your skin so that it is smooth all the way around your bowl. Okay, take your hand and smooth out the front part of the inside of your hips, and go to the back and smooth it out. Go to the sides, smooth them out. Okay, what you're doing, make sure there's no cracks. What you're gonna feel is sometimes your bowl isn't perfect bowl. Sometimes it's like dipped in on one side or kind of turns like this. You want to mold it as if you were molding clay to be a perfectly symmetrical bowl. Okay. Once you have that done, move on up to your orange. For those of you, move on up to your sacral chakra. I want you to mold the inside of your skin. Okay, this isn't going to be a bowl. Okay, so you're not going to go all the way down. You're just connecting it to the top of the bowl that you've already created. Make sure you're smoothing it out. Maybe you need to take some clean water and mat it down because it's been dried out in that area. That's often a feeling or a sensation of stagnation, that there's not a lot of blood flow moving through that area. If you're starting to feel dryness, and buildup or cracks, things like that, that's an indication that that area of your body doesn't have enough circulation. Okay, so visually in your mind, take and mat down the clay, make sure it's wet so you can get it all smooth all the way around. Move up to your solar plexus, do the same thing. Again, we're still connecting it to your sacral chakra. And then we're going to do the rib cage. Now, pay attention to your rib cage, how it's curved. Okay, now I want you to do the edges of that. Make sure it connects into the, where are we at? Make sure it connects into your solar plexus. Connect them. We're going to move into your throat chakra. That's going to be kind of like a top, I don't know, like a top of a lamp, so to say. Okay, so you want to smooth the top of it out. Okay, very, very good. Then we're going to move into your throat. Okay, throat's a cylinder. I want you to smooth the edges of your throat. Clean it off. Get all the edges off. Make sure there's no cracks. Make sure it's smooth. Make sure that it's perfectly symmetrical all the way around. Make sure there's no dips or dents. Okay, now we're going to move into your head. Clear out very, very well the front of your face. Clear off the sides of your skull, around the insides of your ears. Okay, clear off the back. And then clear off the top of your dome. Clean it, mold it, shape it. What you're looking for is, again, for everything to be perfectly symmetrical and for everything to be in good condition, in great condition. By the end of this, you're going to be in peak condition. Awesome. Okay, take as much time as you need to do that exercise. Pause the video recording and then come back and join us in just a moment. Okay, so here's the awesome part of the programming worksheet that I'm going to have you do. For the hips, I want you to think of 2 action words that are going to be connected and aligned in form towards your goals, towards your target. Okay, so the first couple worksheets, the questions that you answered were creating and designing what your goals are, what your ideal situation is, whether that's a standing ovation, whether that means, you know, the girl said yes to prom, or whether that, you know, to marrying you, whether that means you got the fastest time on the marathon. Whatever your goal is, you know the big one that you want to accomplish. Now take and feel in your hips and put 2 action words or feelings that you will feel when you accomplish that goal. So say, for example, as you know, public speaking, you want a standing ovation. In my hips, I will feel strong, supported. Okay, those are 2 feelings that I would feel if I'm envisioning myself on stage and everyone's clapping. Okay, now move up to your solar plexus. Sacral chakra. Move up to orange. Okay. Pick 2 words that you will feel, you know, when you finally ace that test. What is it going to feel like? These are verbs. I want you to pick verbs and feelings. So either I'm going to feel smart. I'm going to feel excited. Okay. I'm going to feel confident. Those are words. Write those in the worksheet. Write those as your 2 words next to the sacral chakra. Okay, move up to the solar plexus. Whatever your target is, okay, figure out what your 2 words are that you will feel in that area when you accomplish your goal. What we are doing is we're actually internally aligning you with your target. It's like your body's like radar. It's literally being like, that's my goal. Shift. Go that direction. Okay, but you have to put in the outcome it wants. So put into your solar plexus, you really want to win that big match against, you know, the rival team. Okay, so solar plexus, I'm going to feel exhilarated. I'm going to feel empowered. I'm going to feel unstoppable. Okay, those are examples if I were to beat, you know, the rival sports team in my solar plexus. Okay, now move up to your heart. Let's say heart is whatever your obstacle, whatever your performance goal is. Feel your heart. How's your heart going to feel when you accomplish your performance goal? Awesome. Move up to your throat. How is your throat going to feel when you accomplish your performance goal? Put those 2 down. How is your mind going to feel when you accomplish your performance goal? And how is your crown going to feel when you accomplish your performance goal? Again, we're looking for 2 words, ideally verbs, as in, you know, a state of being, of doing something, actively doing something, and a feeling, preferably. Okay, write those 2 down. Those are going to be how your body knows how to direct itself towards your target. Okay, so make sure that you go back, you replay any of the exercises that I've laid out for you. Take as much time on each one of the steps. It's really, really important that this becomes self-guided. I know from experience there are a ton of meditations, a ton of people guiding other people through exercises, and the reason I went so quickly is because I want you to know what it is you're supposed to do, but I want you to guide yourself. When you guide yourself, you end up taking the exact right amount of time, and you end up paying attention to the exact right places that you personally need. So that's why you're going to do these exercises by just taking some quiet time to yourself and working through the process yourself. They're pretty simple. They're easy to do. First one, bright colors. Second one, symmetrical lines. And third one, make sure the container is in good condition. And then once those three are done in that order, then pick the words and the feelings you're going to have and the state of being you're going to be in when you accomplish your goal. That is everything that I have for this week for you. It has been already, I know the tremendous benefits that are going to come out of this. So please, please, please do not rush ahead. Let all of this work take its time. Be patient with yourselves. You will get to your goal as long as you do the steps and have some reverence for the process itself. What we're doing is not just shifting your body, but we're shifting your whole life so that you're on track. And that takes time. And sometimes there are parts and pieces that are outside of you that need to be brought into your path or need to be connected for everything to line up for you to be successful. And if you try to force any of this and you try to rush any of this, then life isn't going to be able to get what it needs to for things to line up perfectly for you to be in flow, on track, on point. Okay, so have patience and a little bit of awe and graciousness for the greater wonder of life bringing things to you, because really that's what it's about. So have a great week, and I will see you in week 3.